Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo news, we're going to talk about how a Pennsylvania martial arts instructor has recently been arrested for a laundry list of charges involving children. Let's check out the story. An instructor at a central Pennsylvania karate studio has been charged with a laundry list of felonies and misdemeanors concerning his alleged attempts to sexually assault his students, New Cumberland Borough Police claim in a criminal complaint affidavit. Police began investigating 23-year-old Devin Hogue, an instructor at Elite Fitness and Martial Arts in New Cumberland, which is owned by his father, after receiving reports of multiple sexual assaults in March of 2023 involving Hogue as the perpetrator. According to the criminal complaint, Hogue knew the girls were underage when he touched them inappropriately and had conversations with them that were sexual in nature and sent sexually explicit messages. Hogue asked the girls to delete texts and Snapchat messages, investigators said. Police said Hogue would also intentionally avoid surveillance cameras at the karate studio when grabbing or fondling the girls. A parent of one of the teens initially called the police. That first phone call is always the important one to get things going. And, when something like this happens, as a parent especially, it can be very devastating. But you need to make that call, Cumberland County District Attorney Sean McCormick said. Police stated that Hogue was still teaching at the karate school as of May 18th. Police obtained warrants for multiple charges and they arrested Hogue without incident on May 20th, 2023 at 11 a.m. following, quote, an investigation into a series of sexual assaults involving Hogue as the perpetrator, police announced on May 22nd of 2023. At 5:30 p.m., the day of his arrest, photos of Elite Martial Arts Ninja Tricks program for ages 4 through 12 years old graduation were posted on the organization's social media. Hogue has been the chief ninja for the Ninja Tricks program that opened the door for students to learn parkour, gymnastics, and karate, as written on the organization's website, which also stated he is, quote, a patient and reliable big brother figure for many of the students loved by all. He is charged with 7 felony counts of sexual abuse of children, 5 felony counts of sexual assault by sports official, volunteer, or nonprofit employee, 4 felony counts of unlawful contact with a minor, 4 felony counts of corruption of minors, 4 felony counts of indecent assault, 13 misdemeanor counts of indecent assault, and 3 misdemeanor counts of indecent exposure. He was arraigned on charges and bail was set at $75,000. He was released after posting bail. Police asked anyone with information regarding these incidents contact the New Cumberland Police Department at 717-774-0400. Let's unpack that. After doing as many stories as I've done, including the story that I just talked about, that involve indecent images and photos and videos that have been sent to students by instructors, I think it's safe to say that it's time to stop allowing your instructors to directly contact students via social media as a representative of your gym. I think that it's safe to say it's time to start implementing policies into martial arts studios that ask instructors not to contact any students whatsoever via social media. I think it's safe to say that at this point, it's time to ask instructors that if they're going to contact any students whatsoever regarding your facility or any students whatsoever via social media, that they must do so via your business social media. The reason I'm saying that is it seems to be a good safeguard because at least you would have access to those conversations, and hopefully that would put your students into a position where they felt safer. If that policy was in place, then it would become a much bigger red flag for students when an instructor contacts them using their own personal social media. This would allow you to monitor conversations going on between instructors and students without violating their privacy. Instructors sometimes need to contact students via social media, but if that is a needed thing, they should be doing that through your business page. In my opinion, I feel that that would be so much easier to monitor and so much easier to keep track of than allowing them to do so via their own personal social media. That's just me. When it comes to this particular case, apparently this guy has done this for so long to so many different students that he's racked up felony after felony after felony. This is a reoccurring theme. This is something that's been going on for a very long time, and if you follow any of the news stories that I post here, you'll notice a lot of these back and forths between instructors and students happen via their own personal social media. Now, of course, You can't stop what you can't stop. You can't foresee what you can't foresee. But at least if this came up in a casual conversation, this would be a major red flag to you as an organization leader to say, oh, so-and-so contacted you via social media, their own personal one? I'm going to have a conversation with so-and-so. Now, I might not necessarily tell that to the student, but I'm damn sure going to go over and I'm going to talk to the instructor and let them know that that is a violation of policy and procedure, that would be something we would have to discuss. Putting checks and balances and policies and procedures into your martial arts program is what's going to make it run smooth. We need to stop treating martial arts schools like they are glorified hobbies for school owners. It becomes a breeding ground for things like this. You need to treat your martial arts school like a well-run business. You will avoid so many of these things. We can stop so much of this if we start putting in better policies and procedures. I'm not naive. I understand you will not stop all of this, but we need to stop sitting back and pretending there's nothing we can do about this when there damn sure is. This brings us to the question of the day. What policies and procedures do you think you would put into your martial arts school to help prevent issues like the one covered in this story? I look forward to reading your comments in the comment sections below. As always, this also lets me know that you watched the entire video. Thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and memberships. Keep the martial arts legit.
And I'm pretty sure the boy is a sex offender. I could them kick him out the Boy Scouts of America. But my baby now go rock with Fox, she now go in the truth. She said me love pile and I'm leaving you. And I'm the one for kick pile and get me down, baby, back. Some stars study with the sensei and call Jack. And I call himself Sensei Jack Darby. He's got a dojo back a town next to Arby's. And I'm gonna teach me how to kick pile and mash up him spleen.